Hey, welcome back to Black Betty Dirty Hands. On this week's episode, we make a gate. One more thing, Trish, stay to the end for a little bit of mirth for you. Now, grab yourself a coffee, sit back, because here at Black Betty, there's nothing to it but to do it. So, quick overview of the gate. It's made of 25mm box section, sheeted with 4mm ply. So because I'm using what I have on stock, a lot of my pieces aren't long enough. So I'm going to do steel conduit on the inside, drill and then plug weld it together to get the length I need.
Out at Black Betty, working real hard, trying to weld straight, but it's leaving a wobbly line. Boston and Merv just watch me fail, shaking their heads at my crooked tail. You don't need to be a good welder if you know how to grind. Lay down rough, clean it up just fine. Might not hold, might not shine, but you don't need to be a good welder if you know how to grind. It looked real neat till I gave it a tap. Now it's at my feet. Grab that grinder, make it look clean. Ain't no one gotta know what's hid underneath. You don't need to be a good welder if you know how to grind. Lay down rough, clean it up just fine. Might not hold, might not shine, but you don't need to be a good welder if you know how to grind. Merv's got the look like, what is this mess? Boston just yawns, cause he knows the rest. But I keep after, sparks flying wide. Ain't stopping now, got dirty hands and pride. You don't need to be a good welder if you know how to grind. Lay down rough, clean it up just fine. Might not hold, might not shine, but you don't need to be a good welder if you know how to grind. Black Betty, dirty hands, yes that's true. You don't need to be a good welder if you know how to grind. Don't need to lay dimes if you know how to grind. There's nothing to it but to do it.
Like I've said it many times before, I'm not the sort of person who will sit down and meticulously draw out a project. I'm more of a build it and they will come. So the way I went about this gate is we basically built the side with the hinges, attached the hinges to the post, and then basically just worked out the rest from there. So I knew I wanted to be about 50mm off the ground and about 20mm off the top. So then I just went about filling in the gaps.
Ain't much glory in a half-dug hole, no parade for patching rusted poles. Shed door squeaks, the fence leans west, but every day I give 'em my best. The job ain't done, the plans are blurred, but the work still hums like an old post driver. It ain't fast, but it don't hurt. Progress is just persistence, covered in dust and dirt. It's sweat on the brow, boots in the clay, stacking wins in a quiet way. No blueprints clean, no shirts not stained, but inch by inch I stake my claim. Not chasing shine, just moving up. Progress is just persistence, covered in dust and dirt. Blisters, jobs ain't shaved. Palsy's got a list, she waved. Mrs. Black Betty's keeping score, while Boston Murph sleeps on the floor. But we press on through, rain and sweat, laugh at the jobs we ain't done yet. Every shed we raise, every fence post firm, leaves a scar that says we came to learn. And sweat on the brow, boots in the clay, stacking wins in a quiet way. No blueprints clean, no shirts not stained, but inch by inch I stake my claim. Not chasing shine, just moving up. Progress is just persistence, covered in dust and dirt. It don't have to be perfect, mate. It just has to get done. Then you patch it, paint it, and call it character. So here's to the diggers, the dreamers, the crew who built it wrong and built it true. To every job that fell apart first, you kept going through the dust and dirt. Nothing to it but to do it. To it, but to do it.
So once I had the frame all welded and ground, ready to go, we simply brought it into the workshop and used liquid nails to glue down some 4mm ply. Down the line we'll eventually paint it, but for now this is good enough. So just using liquid nails and some screws to screw the ply to the steel until the liquid nail dries. Once the liquid nail does dry, it's going to bond the whole thing together and make it super rigid, making it not be able to flex. One thing I will note is that the sheets were longer than the steel frame itself, so I simply went around with a trimmer on one edge and then a jigsaw on the other, just to get it nice and flat so there's no burrs or overhangs. And that's another wrap on a weekend's work. As promised, here's a little video of Merv in Boston. Now, it's one thing to build a structure, but being able to shut the gate on it and know it's protected makes it feel complete now. It's also great to get the chance to use the lean-to for the purpose, i.e. cutting up stock, welding, grinding and things like that. As always, if you've enjoyed the build, thanks so much for watching and following along. Don't forget to like, subscribe and drop a comment. It really makes me feel great when someone comments on my videos and gives it the thumbs up. And now for this week's dirty truth. As Merv always says, there's no sense in nonsense. Thank you for watching, and remember, there's nothing to it but to do it. See you on the next one.